Hey everybody, it's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back here again for our next episode of our Ubar series. Of course, we see this is turn 41. We'll go over turn 41, 42. Um, Here we do see a lot of battles back and forth here between me and Kaylasa. We did lose that pretty large one on his cap, which was very unfortunate. A bunch of failed corruptions here and just assassination. So we did take out every. We even took a Yakshasha here. Uh, so let's see what if it had any equipment or anything like that. No equipment, just a few gems. We were able to outmatch them still. So not too bad. Guru, kind of expensive, but 160. Being an Astral 2, not bad. One of our scouts, we defeated one of their scouts. I guess they assume we're not putting PD in still. We have Hinnom actually coming out fighting Kaelasa, so that's very nice to see them still in the game. We have our military force has been beaten by a stronger force of Kaelasa, so this is a mercenary group has taken our 1 PD and what looks like remnants of a routing force. Here we see our sieging force has been beaten by a stronger enemy force, and also this also looks like remnants here. So that's interesting. Could have been on a fort, could have been a province that we just didn't put PD in. I know because I'm pretty good at putting PD in, but maybe I did miss one. And of course, we did lose this one as well. We have Vanyarls taking Barbs, and we do see Kailasa here losing the rest of their sacreds they have. Losing 5 yogis, one of the Yakshasa, one of their heroes, and another general here. And us only losing 2 Gen Warriors and 9 Camel Riders. Pretty efficient trade we have ourselves. No need to really watch that battle, but it is kind of a big deal them losing 20 more sacreds. These are cap only sacreds. These are recruit anywhere sacreds because they did lose a lot last turn as well. So I feel that they're kind of running low at this point. We see a handful of sacreds raiding out here, taking another province from us. If you remember, we were not raiding them directly at this point. We are kind of regrouping, so that is okay. Looks like we patrolled and found a few scouts. And of course, now that they've raided us, we're going to be able to raid them back a bunch. We're also doing a lot of corruptions here for the army on top of 6 here. On top of that fort, we see Bone Fiends, Yahanas, or Yavanas, and Fall Bears. Them taking, unsieging this fort here. We'll have to take that back. In which case, that's what we're doing a lot of here. I'm recruiting as much as we can, mainly the camel riders and the desert warriors just as siege chaff. Other than that, I mean, we're going to use our Gen warriors for the things that need to be killed. But well, honestly, I mean, still at this point in the game, fighting this nation in particular, we haven't really seen a lot of protection buff spells. I mean, they might have your generic protection or anything like that, but they're not pulling off anything like mass protection, Iron Warriors. So we don't have to worry about it too much. That's why our arrows are probably still doing pretty significant damage. And if they do something like protection, I mean, we always have fire arrows up no matter what. So that should be hurting them a little bit more. I can't remember if they have fire resistance on their bless, but regardless, giving protection or mass protection is going to give at least a -5 to that fire protection. More than likely allowing it, even if they are at a +10, allowing some damage to still come through between the flaming arrows, which I think is a 9 AP magic attack for fire. So that's kind of how things are going currently. We'll go and check over turn next turn 42, trying to get finishing up some site searching, which I've done a pretty poor job on. But other than that, yeah, we're just gonna keep going back and forth with them until we get them. Here we do see Hinnom on top of this fort. I highly doubt there's anything really left in either of these 2 forts. We're gonna leave this camel rider on top to see the battle if there is one. But yeah, we can definitely raid a bunch of these back. Now, I think Pan might own 1 or 2 of these, so we do kind of have to be careful and kind of ask around whether or not he does. So let's go over to turn 42. See if I can release 2 videos a day. 42, there we go. just kind of been in a drag lately with this game and not the Omniscience game, trying to get those done. So we did not find any commanders there in that fort. Very nice to see. We did find a starlit pond. That's nice. Another astral site. Shaitan took back insignificant PD. We defeated one of their attacking forces, so we took out 6 more sacreds here, or 5 more sacreds. We took, actually, we did end up beating a Yakshasa that was in that province. Wonder if they had any gear on them. Where it said, oh, so Yakshasa is just routing here. Possibly could have just been a site searcher on route or retreat. Okay. Siege forces beaten by our forces. Okay, so we took another force because, of course, there are not any commanders here, so that's very nice to have those guys route. Possibly losing some for Kailasa. Here we took a pretty decent fight and lost 1 Camel Rider and 1 Jin Warrior. Sure, we only killed Atavi archers and some PD, but I mean, it still adds up at 7 gold apiece when you kill almost 30 of them. We killed a Shasha in this one. Okay, nice. So we ran 1 routed, and then this one actually died here. So let's see. Check this one out. Of course, they weren't on the retreat. Yeah, this one was not on the retreat here. Had 3 gems to it. It's Earth 4. Summoning out Earth Elemental. They coming to attack. Nope. Bet our Elemental's gonna get him. Whatever. Or our Air Elemental must have got him. That must have been what it was. Killed the Yogi and 2 fall bears that attacked us as a raiding force last turn. So the Maceman did beat us again on another province. Very unfortunate. Got a nice little gem and gold item there, or event. So now maybe we've taken 1 or 2 province back. Or actually 1, 2, 3. Unsieged that 1, 4. So that's nice. As far as things are going, of course, we know that there is nothing left here in 6. Because we beat the force on top, looks like some of them routed this way, a couple of them routed that way. It would have been nice to take both of these, but with that army there in the fort, I assumed that he was going to be moving out into at least one of these to probably try to take a fort back or something along those lines, because you really had no reason of going south here to protect his throne, because I really had no force before now actually threatening it. So I assumed these guys were going to move out, but they didn't. We're going to finally take out the Maceman mercenary squad and take a nice province back, giving a lot of gems. We'll just raid 26, which we will get income from, and we will also raid 124 and sit a few units here on 134. Corrupting as much as we can, of course. We want to steal as much as we can. Other than that, we do see Pan on one of his palisades up here, and we see that Hinnom is still sieging the throne. It is not broken yet. And that's it. And the war with Kailasa continues, of course. At this point, I've kind of haven't really put too much into blood, just due to the fact of us not really having a lot. I mean, honestly, at this point, this is probably before I really started to understand blood. I feel like the next game I'll show, I will really start showing how a little bit more understanding of blood. I probably should have made a bunch of pack of wolves, just to have somebody as a patroller, a free patroller, something easy that I can make that I wouldn't really care if I lost. So that's something I should have done, and then had them like blood hunting this province and patrolling it with the wolves. Should have also got that on siege there. But yeah, this is not the best game, but I will show it, okay? Not everyone's games are great. So let's go ahead and end this turn, and that will be it for the video, and I'll go and make me a Omniscience game, and that would be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.